welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another broadcast of Jerusalem's Gate. We have a lot on our plate today, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen. You got the news this morning, the video that I came out with this morning. Looks like we're, from what the Trump tweet said and responses thus far, and the way it looks is that we could possibly be in some kind of conflict here very shortly. Wanted to give you some news coming out of Reuters. Trump signals strikes against Syria, lays into Assad ally Russia. Let me read a little of the article. U.S. President Donald Trump warned Russia on Wednesday of the imminent military action in Syria over a suspected poison gases attack, declaring that missiles, quote, will be coming, and lambasting Moscow for standing by Syrian President Bashar Assad. And he is standing by Bashar Assad. There's no doubt about it. The White House pushed back against suggestions that Trump had broadcast his plans for military strikes via Twitter, saying he had not laid out a timetable for action, that all the options were still on the table, and he was assessing how to respond. Now, I can tell you, I read the tweet, and the tweet does say that be on the lookout for missiles because they're coming, and he has every right to say that, to be quite honest with you. If you have not seen those horrific pictures of those children and those women and men that were chemically or gas attacked, or a chemical gas combination, it's horrific. It's absolutely horrific. Let's see here. I got some more news I wanted to share with you. Coming out of Washington Free Beacon, experts, Assad's missile defense, no, quote, ring of steel. Syria's once notoriously weak and degraded air defense system is now heavily fortified with Russia's lethal anti-aircraft system, but it is hardly the, quote, ring of steel that Moscow has touted, according to several national security experts deeply familiar with its vulnerabilities. I can assure you that the United States military already knows where those weaknesses are, and is laying it all out on a game plan, probably as we speak in right now. Now, getting to a verse that I talk about often, the reason I talk about it so much is because we're fixing to see it come true right before our very eyes. Isaiah 17:1, the burden of Damascus, behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city, and it shall be a ruinous heap. Now, this was written before Christ, and this scripture has yet to come true, and we may very well, ladies and gentlemen, see this scripture jump off the pages and be materialized right before our very eyes. Because I know there's reporters in Damascus, and when the attack comes, it's not if, but when the attack comes, it will be all where all the world will be able to see it. I have a video that I'm fixing to show, and you know we have to attack. If our president has intel that Assad or pro-Assad forces done this, you have to attack it. If Russia is stepping in the way between us and Syria, then so be it. I'm not a warmonger by no stretch of imaginations. I've always tried to stay away from any conflict, but man, those pictures are just horrendous of those women and children and men, just absolutely horrendous. And I think the ones that have seen those pictures knows exactly what I'm talking about. I would never post that on Jerusalem's Gates, but it's absolutely horrendous, and I foresee probably within next week, I would say within a week we'll see something, maybe less, maybe more. I don't know. I'm not a military strategist. All I'm telling you is what I personally think after studying the news and studying the Bible for such a long time now. And once again, thanks, subscribers. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. A million thanks go out to you. I know I'm a small Christian news network, but I have been getting increase in subscribers, and if you like the underdog, subscribe for Jerusalem's Gate. We're just, like I say, in a small Christian news network that's trying to grow. We do not make any money off of Jerusalem's Gate, of course, and we never will. And we do it for the fun and the excitement and the joy of getting the world news out with a Christian perspective. But I can, on this particular issue, I can hardly say it's fun. It's very sad what started this. Extremely sad. One of the saddest things I've ever seen. But with that being said, I got a video coming up. It's coming up right now.
U.S. President Donald Trump warned Russia that missiles will be coming towards Syria in response to an alleged chemical weapons attack. In the early morning hours of April 11th, Trump tweeted, quote, "Russia vows to shoot down any and all missiles fired at Syria. Get ready, Russia, because they will be coming, nice and new and smart." He also condemned Russia's backing of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, calling him a gas-killing animal. Trump's tweets came after Russian ambassador to Lebanon, Alexander Zasypkin, warned that Moscow would view any airstrike on Syria as a war crime and vowed to retaliate against the source of any attacks. The U.S. and its allies have laid blame on Assad and Moscow for a suspected chemical weapons attack on a rebel-held town over the weekend. Syria and Russia have denied any chemical attack occurred. For United News International, I'm Cambry Caldwell.